How do you actually select the right shin guards for you? Let us tell you how. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Sports Republic Reviews. Today we're going to look at how you select the right shin guard for you. So shin guards have been around for hundreds of years, and to be honest, in the last couple of decades, the actual design hasn't changed too much. So you'll notice in these two that I've got in my hands here, they actually are very similar. But let me take you through the slight differences and why certain players prefer this Shield option and why certain players prefer this Anatomic option. So let's have a look at this 2NT Shield Shinguard. This is the more traditional and more commonly used shin guard that you can find on the market. It's got a really strong outer shell that will dissipate and absorb and deflect a lot of the ball strikes, and you've got some foam lining on the inside that will assist in comfort, will reduce some moisture, and also just assist in those really blunt strikes that you're going to get, so that you don't have the ball, the plastic, directly onto your body. You've got some breathable holes in the front, and it's ergonomically designed to suit the shape of your leg. We've got these little flares that go out and protect your ankle, but you're always going to have a little bit of exposure on your ankle because you still need that movement on the joint, where this will sit just on top of that joint and make sure that you still have the freedom while trying to give you as much comfort and protection that you can possibly get. We've got the little arch here to make sure your foot arch is comfortable, and this is a left shin guard. We've got the raised side over here to make sure that it protects as high up as possible on the outside of your leg. The inside of your leg, that's where your knee is still going to move a little bit. So a good shin pad is always going to fit comfortably, protect as much as possible, but not hinder any of the movement that you need to make on the actions that you're doing on the field. So this is a 2NT shin guard. Highly recommended, pretty reasonable on price, and these last a really long time. Unless you're going to get a serious hit with a stick or a ball and your shin guard breaks, I think most often if that happens and people come into store with that, we kind of say, well, thank goodness you had that shin guard on, because you can imagine the effect without a shin guard. So they last a long time. So now that we've looked at this Shield Shinguard, let's look at the Anatomic Shinguard. There are a couple of changes in the shin guard that certain players find more comfortable, and it does make the maintenance on these a little bit easier. So on this Anatomic shin guard, like all shin guards, it's designed to fit the leg comfortably. We've got little ankle protectors. We've got the little flared arch here to ensure that you still have all the movement. You're also going to have straps. Some players really like the ability to strap the shin guard on nice and tight, and the more you use these, and as they get warm and your socks pull them close, the shin guards really do mold around your leg, and it builds that memory. Some players also like to train without socks over their shin guards, so that's where these straps help just keep the shin guard on during training. These can be removed. You can simply just cut them off. And another really cool benefit of these Anatomic shin guards compared to the Shield shin guard is that it has the removable foam. So we've got two pieces that make up the shin guard. This is the protection element to it, and you can see how rigid this is. And this is the foam for protection. It'll help dissipate some of the force. Because it's removable, you're now able to quickly put this through the wash and give it a clean. People, more often than not, change the shin guards because of the smell coming off of them than actually because they're broken. So this does make the maintenance on these shin guards a lot easier. There's a little bit more technology and slightly more things you're able to do with this Anatomic Shinguard. Being able to clean it, being able to use it without socks by strapping it on. But in essence, you're going to get much the same protection as you're getting out of the Shield Shinguard, which is the slightly simpler version of the Shinguard that we've got here. Another thing to consider when you're deciding on what shin guard to use is the use of Shinliners. Some players tend to get an irritation of the skin when having this foam directly onto their skin, and sometimes it can actually be quite painful. Most often it's pretty itchy, but I've seen instances where it actually burns and is quite painful. And a simple solution to that is to use Shinliners. This is a 2-in-T shin liner. You'll see it is a pretty simple product. It's a lycra sleeve, also called a shin sock in many cases. And what this does, it just gives you a layer in between the foam and in between your actual skin to stop any of that movement and to limit some of that irritation caused by the foam constantly moving on your skin. So this pulls in over the foot. This little loop sits at the bottom of your foot, and that little layer of lycra between the shin guard and your skin eliminates 99% of the irritation that we've seen. So it's highly recommended to utilize Shinliners. Another thing that it also helps is on odor management. A lot of the odor and the sweat is absorbed by the shin liner as opposed to the foam on the shin guards. So that definitely does eliminate some of the smells that are going to come off of your shin guards. Another top tip here at Sports Republic that we like to give our customers is to choose bright shin liners. The reason for that is they're much easier to find in your drawer when you're looking for them. If you know I've got 3 pairs of bright orange shin liners, they're much easier to find in between your other socks because you know exactly what you're looking for. We've seen with the colors of black and navy that if you have other color socks that are a similar color, it can be a little bit difficult to find. So just bear that in mind when you're looking at shin liners for the next time. Check out our web shop for all the different colors that we've got available. So I highly recommend this fluoro orange, and we also have a very bright yellow that is super easy to find in your drawer. So there you have it, our quick little review on what you should be looking for when purchasing some new shin guards. We've got the anatomic option, which is a removable foam lining to make sure that you're able to clean it with the straps that also keep it on, that you can use without socks. And we've also got the Shield Shinguard that's very simple yet incredibly effective. As always, if this video has helped you, please hit the like button. If you have any comments or questions, please pop them in the comments box, and make sure that you subscribe to never miss any of our reviews.